Okay, so over this weekend, UFC Fight Night, Jared Cannonier versus Caio Borralho took place, and I was at a family event, so I couldn't do a reaction. So I'm doing it today. And sadly, I left my other mask. I was planning on doing the video in the hotel room we were staying at, but we ended up not. I didn't end up having time, so I forgot the mask. So I have to use this one for a little bit until I find the other one. I misplaced it, so this sucks because this mask is stupid. But we'll figure it out. But this card is pretty good. It's a pretty great card actually. Pretty exciting. I did horrible on picks though. I think I went. They added a fight after my video what came out for the predictions, so I went 2 for 5, so pretty shit. And yeah, I'm gonna go through the main card. Very good card though. Very fun. A lot of good fights and a lot of fun finishes that we'll get to. And a lot of I guess not a lot, but right now we'll start it off with Edmund Shabazian versus Gerald Meerschaert. And I'm very happy about this fight because Gerald Meerschaert got it done. I like Gerald Meerschaert a lot. I like when he wins. It's funny. It makes things better when he is winning because it's just more is a meme. It's a pretty big meme and it's funny. And Edmund Shabazian sucks. And they had an even first round. I'd say Edmund was actually getting a little bit of the edge on him. And then Edmund hurt him to the body really bad in the second. And then Gerald Meerschaert survived after Edmund went to the head for a lot of the ground and pound instead of going to the body. And then Gerald Meerschaert flipped it on him, got him in a head and arm choke, and choked him out. And it was really funny. And I was very excited. But I got the pick wrong because I picked Edmund like any normal human being would do at this point in Gerald's career. But I guess you can't say that anymore because Gerald's coming back. He's coming for a title run. So I'm very excited for that because that's funny. And Edmund sucks, and I got it wrong. So next up, I didn't get this one wrong. Neil Magny versus Michael Morales. I picked Michael Morales. So Neil Magny, there's a lot of old people on this card that I was going against. Michael Morales, I thought he was going to be able to get this one done, and he did. He knocked him out in the first round after hitting Neil with some low kicks, and then Neil put him up against the cage for a pretty long amount of time, and it was kind of like, bro, really? You can't do this? You can't let Neil Magny hold you to the fence. You're like, please don't let him. Please don't let him hold you to the fence. But eventually Michael did this like crazy where he just said fuck it and then threw an elbow behind him and spun around and it rocked Neil. Spitting elbow out of the fence hold and then it dropped him bad and he jumped on top and ground and pound finish. So that was pretty fun and exciting and I'm glad Michael got it done. And I got that pick right and Neil Magny remains as the gatekeeper for these prospects. If you can't get past old Neil, you won't be anything. So I'm glad he did because it makes his future fights more interesting. So next up, we have the fight that was not, I didn't get to predict, which is Con Offley versus Myron Santos. Sadly, I won't lie, I was leaning Con Offley a little bit. I thought he was going to be able to make it more grueling than Myron was going to be able to handle, but I was wrong. Myron can handle it all. He's very good. And he weathered the storm of the grappling offenses and kept it standing, beating Khan on the feet. Khan got desperate in the um, Khan got desperate in the second round, and Myron and came forward with some crazy throwing crazy, and then Myron got him with a right hook, left hook, and just folded him in half, and he fell over, and then he kind of held his head up and blasted him like 3 more times. It was very brutal KO, and Myron got it done very, very spectacularly. And yeah, he became the Ultimate Fighter champ, which I like that a lot. I like Myron Santos. He's my favorite featherweight going in. And yeah, I'm glad he won. The next up, very disappointing outcome of a fight. Robert Valentin versus Ryan Loder. The loser, I guess he's not a loser, he won, but the lame ass wrestler won by lame ass wrestling. Just put it on Robert right away with the wrestling. Ryan took him down, got him in a weird scarf hold submission like Robert did to the guy on Tough. And then then Robert actually switched it on him, got a rear naked, almost got it in. And I was like freaking out because I really wanted him to get it. And then he ended up losing it. Ryan got on top. Then the round ended. Ryan's round, I'd say. Next round, puts on the wrestling again, gets Robert to a crucifix, and then baby elbows him to a TKO, and it was just like, bro, really? So annoying. The personality difference was like too much for me not to want Robert to win. Robert's personality is very fun and interesting, and Ryan is just has nothing interesting at all about him. He has no redeeming qualities that make him like at all entertaining. And it's just a shame for the universe that Ryan Loder got that one done. But hopefully they keep Robert around. I'm sure they will. Ziggy, what's his name? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he had a fight. The guy who pulled out on the Ultimate Fighter because of an injury, Ziggy Montes or some shit. He got in the UFC on this card, but eventually, sadly, had to pull out. So they'll give Robert another fight, and he'll be fine. And hopefully Ryan Loder retires from age sometime soon because I hate him. But I'm also just biased. But next, Angela Hill versus Tabitha Ritchie. I picked Tabitha Ritchie. Oh yeah, I picked Robin Ballantine, by the way. So I'm extra salty about that. But Tabitha Ritchie got this one done by decision. Very close striking battle. 140 to 140 total strikes. And then Angela Hill edged significant strikes out by 11. So close. Tabitha got 3 takedowns. And she got him at the end of the rounds. So she edged out some rounds. I thought it was very close. I'm glad my pick won. I'm not going to say I thought either way about the fight, really. I thought it was a pretty good girl fight. And I'm glad Tabitha got it done. I could have gone either way for me. I wasn't going into this decision with any predetermined prediction on who won. I thought it was close. I thought they could have gave it to either. And I'm glad Tabitha got the win. If she wouldn't have, Michael would have been my only guy. So I'm very glad he got the win. She got the win. And then finally we got the main event. Sadly for me and for any Jared lovers, Jared Cannonier versus Caio Borralho. It went all 5 rounds, actually. Very close fight. Very entertaining fight. One fight of the night. Luckily. Because that was very good and Jared deserves it and Caio deserves it. And it went all 5 rounds. First round, Jared Cannonier, Caio. Very close striking battle. 0 takedowns were thrown, which is crazy. There's like a half takedown thrown, but 0 takedowns, so it was a full striking battle. And then in the first round, they were very even on the feet. I'd say Caio edged it. In my opinion, he edged it on strikes. And just doing a little bit more significant looking strikes. He would jab him and his head would blast backward. Caio's jab was amazing tonight, or last night, but Jared had some crazy coming forward looping shots that looked great. And I thought that Caio could have stole that first one. But in the second round, Jared started coming back. I thought he actually rocked Caio. By the looks of it, he did. We got all wobbly, and I was like, come on, Jared, push him. But he did. So, and Jared kind of built up momentum, throwing these crazy haymakers, keeping his hooks, throwing good, not crazy haymakers, throwing good educated hooks. And whoever came forward really did better in these rounds. And in second round, Jared Cannonier was coming forward. But then the third round, Caio really switched on him. again, and then rocked him bad with a 1-2, which is foreshadowing for later. But he rocked him really bad with a 1-2, and then wobbled him. Jared survived it, but that definitely gave Kyle the round. And then round 4, Jared Cannonier picked up momentum again, and then cut Kyle really bad with a shot. Started putting on forward pressure, which is what the winner needed to do in this fight, and he did it. And I thought he won round 4, and I think it's 2-2 going into the 5th. So I'm nervous for Jared, especially because I know he can get rocked, and Kyle was not throwing the shot that would rock him. He kept his jab busy, and he kept his dominant hand, power hand, very not wasn't really throwing it. So I was like, as long as he keeps doing that, Jared might be able to get this one done. But in the 5th, he didn't do that. Borralho hit him with a 1-2 that just completely killed him. He killed Jared with a 1-2 late in the 5th. That put him out cold. Put Jared completely out cold. He died. And then Caio, in death, Caio jumped on him, hit him, woke him up. He probably went out again, woke up, and then he was good. Completely good. He was back in it. He was ready. Trying to get to his feet. And then Caio got him in an arm triangle and then just kind of sat there for the rest of the fight. So, yeah, definitely Caio's round. He basically finished him. And it was insane. And I'm very surprised Cannonier survived. And he's very tough, but his chin is not good anymore. He gets wobbled now. When he gets hit with these big punches, he gets wobbled. So I'm worried for Jared going forward. Caio looked very crisp striking wise. He looked great. And he got it done by pretty much a finish, I'd say. But very close fight up until then. But he did what he needed to do in that 5th. With a 2-2 scorecard, in my opinion, he did what he needed to do. He sent a bunch of blood coming out of Jared's nose, and he just died. And yeah, Kyle got it done, and he looks impressive. And I want to see him. I don't know how many people agree with this, or if the scheduling even works out, but I think Kyle should go against Izzy. I think that'd be interesting. It's just a new guy. Otherwise, they're just giving him people he's already fought. So, I want him to fight. I want Borralho to fight Izzy. I want Cannonier to fight someone who's not very good to get a win, because I like it when Jared's winning. And he is old now, so it sucks. But I was a little delusional in picking him. And hopefully next fight night I do better. Hopefully. There's not very many delusional picks I can do on this card, I don't think. No, they're all pretty good. So I think I'll do better on this card. But we'll get there later. So I'll see you all soon. Yeah, I'll see you soon.